Hey, good morning. It's November 8th, Monday. Good to see you. Get to start another week together. This morning, I'm going to be talking. This is Worldview Mondays. We do that Monday mornings. And the topic this morning, and the title of the video, is Do Not Love What the World Craves. For your vision of what God wants us to be about in this world, He gives us a strong warning in John's first epistle, where he talks about the dangers of loving the world. But notice how the world is carefully framed and what John says here. Do not love the world or anything in the world. And if anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So that can kind of create some confusion. If we're loving the world, does that mean I can't love creation? I can't love people? I can't, enjoy the beauty of the skies and all those things? No, that the word world is used in several different ways in the New Testament. One is the physical creation. John's not talking about that, and I'll explain exactly why he's not talking about that. The other are the people in the world, and we're not talking about that. What we're talking about is the way the world thinks and acts, its passions, its desires that are not rooted in God. Because notice the next sentence here. For everything in the world, this is the definition, the cravings of sinful man, the lust of his eyes, and the pride and possessions come not from the Father, but from the world. The world and its desires pass away, but the man who does the will of God lives forever. So you see the sharp distinction that John is making here. He's saying, don't crave for yourself, the things that the world craves with its desires and passions. So it's that third usage of the world that's in view here. So we're not talking about the planet, we're not talking about people, we're not talking about the splendor that God gives us around us, but we're talking about a world system of thought, of passions, of cravings, and desires that are not rooted in God. A world system that is antithetical of what it means to live for God. That's the warning. So one practical example of that, we had just recently, this past Friday, in Houston, a rock concert. Only it was a rock concert amped up. And it was advertised as mosh pits and crowds and excitement and just a sensual rush of humanity responding to the music. See, again, the problem here is not the rock music. It's not even the rap music. It's this cravings and desires that are mixed in with it, that spur the flesh, that spurs sensuality. Sensuality in the New Testament is something that is where sinful things are on display in a way that even makes them desirous for public display. And that's exactly what happened in Houston. Christians, can't get caught up in this. We have to help our children see the distinctions that are here and be wise about it. This concert was given by a rapper, Travis Scott. He mixes in, he's talked with Kanye West, he's done some other things. He mixes in a supposed claim to be Christian. But if you read the lyrics of his songs, which I did, and they are beyond disgusting. They're demeaning to women. No. They trash women. They objectify women. Women exist for the ugly, filthy desires of men. And somehow he mixes this in to a Christian context. This is not Christian. This is not biblical. This is not love of God. This is exactly what John is warning against. So in this concert, there is this physical amp up. And somehow how it started a rush of people started needing to get to the center of the concert. They started trampling each other. At least 8 people are dead. Maybe more will die. At least 25 taken to the hospital. Over 300 were treated at field hospitals right there on the scene. This is what John is warning against. Do not love this sinful desires of the world, the cravings of sinful man, the lusts of his eyes, and the pride and possessions come not from the Father, but from the world. Don't get caught into wanting Christianity so much that you will take anything you can and sprinkle the world into it. Take what you want and sprinkle Christianity into it. And it doesn't just have to be this sort of wild concert where people die. We can be too engrossed in following anything, in pursuit of stuff that we have to have, whatever we lust after. Whether it's pornography, sensuality, a desire for sex, a desire for a physical rush, that we have to have that physical rush. You see, when that becomes the bottom line, we wander into what John is warning against, the cravings of the flesh. And he's saying, don't love those things. So just to be clear, John is not talking about not loving this beautiful creation. He's not talking about loving people. He's specifically talking about loving and desiring and craving the things that the world craves. You can be a classical musician or love classical music and crave it just as much as those kids did in that concert. You may not die in a big crush at a Beethoven symphony, but your heart will be trampled if that's what you live for. Even Beethoven's Ode to Joy is like a concert of trashing. Even though the music is good, it's not an ode to God. Don't crave those things. We can enjoy all these things. We can enjoy good music. We can enjoy good rap music. We can even appreciate the folks who are engaging in really beautiful lyrical theology. But we must not crave what the world craves. And that's the thought for this morning. Keep your heart, guard your heart. Follow Solomon's example. Do not crave what the world craves. John is just giving a fuller example of what Solomon warns us against in Proverbs. Guard your heart. Do not love what the world craves. And that's the thought for this Monday morning in the Worldview. Thanks so much for being here. Turn on post notifications. When you subscribe, the videos will come right to you. Check us out everydaytalk247.com. Again, great to start the week with you. And Lord willing, we'll see you tonight. Have a great day. Bye-bye.